Hey everyone, Sai here, and today we're going to talk about RPE, or rate of perceived exertion. So this is a scale that we use with a ton of our clients as a way to gauge intensity and progress training throughout a block. So RPE versus like an older style or traditional percent-based training just essentially gives us more flexibility. So when we look at RPE, there's a scale that ranges from 1 to 10, and 10 is a max effort and 1 would be the minimal effort. And really the numbers that we're after that are the most important to us is a 6 to 10 within that range. Where 10 is a true max, meaning you could do no more reps, you could give no more effort, you would fail on the next rep. You'd have to have someone get the bar off of you. And then if you did, say, like an RPE 9, that means you would definitely be able to do one more rep. So if I'm doing a back squat and I have, I'm doing 250 pounds for 5 reps at RPE 9, that means I'd be able to do that 250 pounds for a 6th rep, but I would fail at 7. So another way that I've heard it explained is reps in reserve. So if I have an RPE 10, you would have 0 reps left in reserve. If I did an RPE 9, you'd have 1 rep left in reserve. Now, where it gets to be a little confusing is when people try to use it for just one, like in relation to like a 1 rep maximum, because what I can do is say I could do 200 reps for 2 reps, or excuse me, 200 pounds for 2 reps and have that be an RPE 9, or somebody else could do 200 pounds at 8 reps for an RPE 9. So there's some subjectiveness to it, and that's by design because it allows us to kind of train harder on good days and scale back on days that we're not feeling the best. And that's the cool part about it, is the RPE scale actually has a pretty good correlation to percentage-based training. So if someone's prescribing 3 sets of 5 at RPE 8, that means that you're going to pick a weight that's going to be perceived as an RPE 8. And maybe on the 1 week, that RPE 8 is going to be heavier as you start going through your working sets. And then the subsequent week, maybe you're stressed, you haven't slept well, your nutrition's been off a little bit, you're dehydrated. You can still have a really good training effect, but you're not overtraining, which is going to allow for better, it just allows for a better peaking in the future. So again, to summarize, we can use RPE in relation to percentage-based training as a very similar outcome when you look at the charts. And then we can use it as like an adjunct to reps in reserve. So if some of you have been training with reps in reserve, it's pretty similar in terms of like the rating of the RPE. So if someone says RPE 10, you're going to failure. Or if you want to think about it a different way in relation to the actual weight, the weight's going to be heavier. Because what I could do is I could do an RPE 10 for 200 pounds on a back squat, but I would be doing a whole bunch of reps. Or I could do an RPE 10 on a back squat for 450, and that would be a 1 rep max. Hopefully you're starting to see the difference between those 2 points, because we can use it for volume, we can use it for a couple reps at a time, we can use it for singles as well. It's just literally in relation to the amount of effort that you're putting out. Now, most people get really confused when they first start. Use your best judgment. As you spend more time in the gym using this thinking, it will get much easier to do it accurately. And oftentimes we'll have people start out and just do like a linear periodization and grade the effort on their programming, so that they're starting to get used to being like, oh yeah, I did a 3x12, I probably could have done 2 more reps. That would have been an RPE 8.